Hello, my dear friends. Welcome again to another episode of our House Word. Today, we are celebrating the Holy Trinity Sunday. For this House Word, we will have a modification. Let's go straight to the observation of the House Word. So I leave it to you to read the Gospel. But on a liturgical note, today, as I already mentioned, this Sunday, May 30, we are celebrating the Holy Trinity Sunday. Now, it is important to know that it is a doctrine of the Church. We believe that there is only one God with three divine persons. But this is not just a matter of intellectual or ideas. It is actually manifested and revealed truths. Now, we have to take note of that. It is not something that we just try to, come up with or formulate. No, we articulate it. The Church has articulated it, particularly in its various ecumenical councils. But it is revealed by God Himself through history. So, that the Holy Trinity, that idea of one God with three divine persons, is a revealed truth, not only in the sense that it is in terms of articulation of faith, but it is revealed in history. So we start with God, knowing that there is a God because of creation. And of course, that is shown in the Genesis and in so many other, in the Old Testament, and many other books in the Old Testament where it is revealed that there is a God, and that there is only one God. In fact, the Israelites are required to recite the Shema. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Ehad. Hear, O Israel, there is only one God and there is no other. So, in a sense, it is an affirmation of the oneness of God. But it did not stop there, because revelation continued and find its fulfillment in Jesus Christ. So, when Jesus was born, and the Word was made flesh, according to John, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word was made flesh, in the first chapter of the Gospel of John. And we find there a very important idea, a very important truth, a very important reality, that this Word is already with God at the very beginning. So God is not alone. Although He is one, He is not alone. And that is because with Him is the Word. And we come to realize that this Word relates to God as a Son. And that is the reason, and that is also manifested in the baptism in the River Jordan. When Jesus was baptized in the River Jordan, we heard the Father saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." So it shows there that Jesus, the second person, the Word made flesh, according to John, was actually relating with God as Father. And then, of course, again, in when the disciples asked Jesus, "Lord, teach us to pray," the same way that John the Baptist is teaching his disciples how to pray, and the response of Jesus is, "Our Father." This is how you teach. This is how you pray. "Our Father who art in heaven." So it is not only that He relates to God as His Father, but that He also commands His disciples to relate to God as Father. So Jesus now has established the fatherhood of God by His identity as the Son of God. Again, this sonship of Jesus is not something that He took upon Himself. He is a son, not because He proclaimed Himself as a son, but that is because actually that's how He relates to the Father even before the beginning of time. And that is when John said, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." So we can see now a glimpse, no? That while we know that God has an external life, the ad extra, and that is we see that in history in how He relates to us and to the creation, we also glimpse that within God Himself is a relationship that is even before God created the universe, even before God created anything, even before God acted, He already relates. And that is the relationship between the Father and the Son. So that is what we call in theology as the ad intra communion of the divine persons. So even before God created the universe, God already existed. And in that existence of God is the Father and the Son together. But the Father and the Son together cannot just be, cannot be just the two of them. Because the relationship between them, from the love of the Father and the love of the Son, emanates the Holy Spirit. It is from the Father and the Son that the Holy Spirit proceeds. No? Why is it so? Because the divine, the absoluteness of God, it's there because of the absoluteness of God. I think we don't want to go into deeper theology here, but what I'm saying here is that God is absolute. There is no difference between Him and His action. Now, that is a very important thing. No? Because of His absoluteness, there is no difference between Him, His being, and His action. So, the love of God is also the being of God. I don't know if you understand that. It's a little bit difficult, non-theology. But the being of God is love. And that love actually comes because of His relating with the Son and the Son with the Father. And from that relationship proceeds the Holy Spirit. Okay? So, the Father and the Son, from the Father and the Son proceeds the Holy Spirit, because as I said, the being and the action of God is absolute. Now, there is no difference between His being and His action. Okay, so, and this is the reason now why also in this particular Sunday, we celebrate the BEC, no? The Basic Ecclesial Community Sunday. It's the BEC Sunday. Why is it so? Precisely because we recognize that in a church, in being church, relationship is very important. I remember when I was still in theology, I posed this question to some theologians, and these theologians asked their own professors. My question was, why is it that we cannot say in the name of the one who created us, in the name of the one who redeemed us, and in the name of the one who sanctifies us? Why is it that we have to say in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? Before, I was thinking it was because I've read this also in some theological books, no? It seems to be a very good way of becoming like gender neutral and so on and so forth. No? In the theologies, no? the progress in theology, etc. And the answer of the professor really, really impacted me. Why? Because he said, in the name of the one who created us, who redeemed us, and who sanctifies us, that is in terms of function. No? It's only functional. And the Father is more than just a creator. He is something more. The Son is not just a redeemer. He is something more. The Holy Spirit is not only a sanctifier. He is something more. So, if we say in the name of the one who created us, in the name of the one who saves us, in the name of the one who sanctifies us, we limit God in that functions. But on the other hand, if we say in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, what happens here is we describe the relationship. And from a relationship, there is more that can be done. Yes, the Father is a creator, but He is also more than just that. He is a Father, and as a Father, He can do many more towards His children, and so on and so forth. So, my dear brothers and sisters, that is, I think, what I can share with you for this Holy Trinity Sunday. the relationship, the importance of relationship. And hopefully also in the church, we come to that ideal of communion, of being together, of being united, even though we are diverse. Thank you very much, and see you again next Sunday. God bless us all.